you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Amber Lay here, and I am back with another story time video. Oh my god. You know, I never thought I'd be the story time type, but this is like my second video in a row, and I'm thinking, you know what, maybe if I thought a lot harder, I'd be able to think of a lot of good story time videos. And as I started thinking, I thought of one. And oh my god, this is like the funniest thing ever. So I'm going to tell you guys a story time about the time I got scammed by a homeless person. For those of you who don't know, I'm from New York City, right? And this is not your typical New York credit card scam, situation. Like, I've been trained to know how to deal with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is like a different type of scamming, all right? So, if you're interested in hearing about it, keep on watching, and we're about to get into it. This took place like a couple years ago when I was still in college. So I go to school. My college was in New Jersey, and I live in New York. So there was a bus I had to take from the bus station in the city whenever I was traveling from my school, like my dorm, to home. Okay. Now that we all know that, so this was during a time where I was going from my house back to my school or whatever. Normally, I'm carrying like a bunch of bags because I'm always bringing stuff from home back to school that I need to survive on, things like that. And it's probably like on a weekend because mostly weekends were the times that I traveled. So just to put like an image of like what was going on with me, probably like literally the next day I probably had class, something like that, right? Okay, so I was on my way to the bus. I probably was like 20 minutes early for the bus at the time. And the bus is on like the third floor. So, go up one floor, go up second floor. I probably grab something to eat while I'm on the bus because I love snacking on stuff. So my bus was probably like 20 minutes away. Normally what I do before I get on the bus is I either stop at one of the stores in the bus station, grab a snack, go right upstairs, wait for my bus, get on the bus, go to school. Simple as that. Boom. All right? So, tell me why. I'm on the second floor. Like, I'm on my way to go wait for my bus to come. And this random guy walks up to me. Random guy. Pretty flamboyant. Like, short black man. I think I was even taller than him. That's how short he was. And I'm, like, 5'3". So, short guy walks up to me and is like, oh, my God. Like, you gotta, like, I just need a favor. Like, you just gotta help me with something. And I'm like, oh, God. Because, like, normally when I want to go, like, when I'm, like, traveling and stuff like that, I just want to get to where I got to go, and that's it. I don't like stopping and talk to random people. I hate people who walk up to me, try to tell me random things. Like, I just like to go straight where I got to go, and that's it. So I'm just like, oh, boy. So he would not, like, I tried to kind of walk away, but it was just, like, not to say he was, like, forcing me to stay, but it was something about what, like, the way he was talking to me. Like, I couldn't just, like, walk away. He was like, oh, my God, like, something terrible just happened to me. I need some help. Like, can you help me, please? And I'm like, what's wrong? Like, I'm not even in the mood, but it's like I have to stay and listen to this guy. So he's like, but he's not dressed like your typical, like, bum on the street, all right? So he's like, oh my God, like, I was in a taxi, and I had a bunch of dresses on me, and I got out of the taxi, and the taxi just left with all my things. Like, they left with my wallet, all the dresses I had. I'm a designer, by the way. I'm a designer. Left with all the dresses I had and all that. I just need some money to get on another cab to just take me somewhere, take me back home where I have all my resources. They just left with all my stuff. Like, and he was just like, and I was just like, okay, like, it's just like, what part do I play in it? So he starts looking at me, and he starts sizing me up, and I'm like, what? He's like, okay, yeah, so you're probably, like, about, like, a 5, a 6 in size. You're probably, like checking my size and stuff, and I'm like, what is wrong? He's like, well, I'm a fashion designer, and, like, if you help me, I'll see if I can just get you, like, into, like, something. I'll take you to an event. I'll make you a dress, whatever you want. Like, I just need your help. Well, I'm like, oh, my God. And then at that point, I'm like, okay, you're a fashion designer, all right. And it's like, this guy, like, he knew exactly who to target. He knew to target, like, a young black chick trying to just get back to school, probably likes clothes, probably likes designers, probably likes beauty. Like, let me target this girl, right? He was like, oh yeah, just search my name. I'm a fashion designer for Love and Hip Hop. And I think the Love and Hip Hop he was referring to was Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And at this point, this is the point in time where like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was like the most popular Love and Hip Hop. It was before people started like throwing away Love and Hip Hop, like, oh, this is trash a lot. This is around the time where everybody was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So he showed me, like, he's like, search my name. And, I wish I was the type of girl to keep receipts on hand, but I have no receipts for this story. Like, I literally, like, if I could remember this guy's name that he told me to search in, I searched up his name, and it popped up a picture of someone, I'm not going to say him, but someone who looked exactly like him, standing next to women, characters from Love and Hip Hop. I feel like the woman that I saw was, not Mimi. The one that's with Kirk, Rashida. It was Rashida, some other girls. I think even, see, I don't even watch Love and Hip Hop no more. So it's like Jocelyn, like she was next to him. Like he was like, I'm a designer. I design for the reunions and things like that. I design their dresses and style them and all that. Like that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying he is. And to me, he was like just, explaining how he just got caught up in a really bad situation where the cab just took off with all the stuff by accident and all his wallet and things. Like, I just have no money. I just need a little bit of money to get somewhere. It's for help. Like, that's it. Like, that's what he was saying. He was like, I swear to God, I'm telling you, if you help me, I'll make you a dress. Like, I'll tell everybody that you helped me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, in my head, like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, in my head, I was like, okay, I don't know whether or not to believe this guy, but I know if I help him, what he's saying is really believable, and the picture really looked like him. Like, the picture he told me to look up on Google really looked like him, that I looked up, and I'm like, okay, that's what made me really believe him, because the guy that I looked up in the picture looked exactly like him, but was probably someone different. And I wish, if anybody comment below, any designers that used to design for Love and Hip Hop, or style for Love and Hip Hop, just, like, black guy, short, look just like him, exactly like him. And I'm like, okay, so that's what made me like kind of believe him, because I was like, all right. And so it looks like you must have been caught up in an uncomfortable situation, and you say he's gonna make me a dress, which is my fault, because I'm giving money to someone in need just because they said they're gonna do something for me in return, which is never right. And this is why I don't give money away in the first place. If I'm going to give money away to people in need, I'm going to do it through like a charity. I would never, like, I hate giving people money in the street, because I don't trust people in the street who ask for money, honestly. Like, I feel like, well, mostly in New York on the trains, you see people like ask for money, but they're running scams, like, most of the time. So I don't really give money to just people randomly, like, walking in the street and passing. Most of the time, I would give to like specific like charities and things like that, like specific things, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm like, oh my God. So I don't remember having cash with me. I believe I went to the ATM and he followed me all the way to the ATM, right? And I was just like, am I really about to give this guy money? Like, I'd never give anybody money. Like, am I really about to give this guy money? Mind you, I was probably working a minimum wage job, not making anything, college student, really didn't have the time to be just giving up, like, money like that. And I remember I gave him I was just like, okay, like, I told him, I gave him my information. I think I gave him either my Facebook or my email. I said, here, take the information down so you can contact me when you got your stuff together. Whatever happened to you, that happened to you, is fixed. Here's my money, so that you can, take this down, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, okay, like, and I initially told him I was going to give him, like, $5 or whatever, but I gave him my whole 20. And 20 for me back then was a lot. Like, if I'm giving somebody $20, I'm really losing out on something, because, like, I wasn't making that much money at all. So it was just like, oh, here you go, sir. Like, I was just like, okay, here's my information. You'll contact me when you get everything together, and here, I'll give you $20. He was like, thank you so much. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. I went to school, went on my way. That was it. Boom. So, when that happened, the first person I told was, like, about it was my mother. I was like, I was like, I don't know, like, this guy, supposedly he's a designer for Love and Hip Hop. He's supposed to be making me a dress and inviting me to one of the events, blah, blah, just because I gave him $20. Like, she was like, how do you know it's not a scam? I'm like, it could be. Like, it honestly could be, and I had, like, no idea. But I never really told anybody after that. I just told my mom, and that's it. And, like, I'm waiting, because I gave this guy all my information. I gave him my Facebook and my email. So he had plenty of ample time to contact me since then. And I'm like, when I didn't get anything, I was like, yeah, I was definitely a scam. But I didn't know for sure until, like, I forgot about the whole thing until months later, when I was just, like, sitting in my dorm. That time we had like a quad dorm. It was like a living room, like a little suite, like a living room in the middle and 2 rooms on the side. But we were just sitting in the living room talking about God knows what. I don't know what we were talking about. And one of my friends goes, like, she says, I don't know how the conversation actually came up, but she was just talking about, because she had to take the same route. She lived in New York also. She had to take the same route as me to get back to school. And she was like, yeah, like, it was this guy that I remember giving $20 to this guy who claimed he was like a designer, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my God, me too. I was like, damn, well, it must have been a scam if he said the same thing to you. She was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, it wasn't until I got on the bus that I realized that didn't make no sense. And I was like, well, it was a scam. Like, so basically, this random guy in a bus station, 42nd Street, Port Authority bus station, who likes to grab black girls like him, you know what I'm saying? Girls of his same race, his people, and scam them into giving him money, because he knows we watch Love and Hip Hop. He knows we like clothes and fashion, and he, scams us into thinking by helping him, we'll get something out of it, and it was all the big lie. Like, the guy got my $20, like, it's not that much now, but back then, $20 was something for something. I could have turned up with that $20. $10 to get in the club, and the other $10 for liquor. Like, that's how I used to spend my $20 in college. Like, so, yeah, you wasted some bread for me. Like, anybody who's watching this video lives in New York City, ever been in the take buses and trains back and forth from Port Authority, and has come across this guy, comment below, please. Like, you guys would help everybody out so much, and I'm here to blast this guy. That's really why I want to tell the story time, to blast this guy. Any guy that comes up to you over there and tells you, oh, I'm a designer, and I'm this and that, and I need money, and something happened to me, I left the taxi took off with my stuff, dumb story, stupid story, as I started thinking about it, because I'm like, what taxi would drive off and not see? You supposedly had so much dresses, see all your bags behind the taxi, and he would just drive off, knowing you can feel the presence of a bunch of clothes and bags and dresses behind you when you drive your car. Like, why would he just do that? No sense at all. Like, come on. Like, so it's just, like, dumb story. But for any of you guys, this is a warning. Be careful of anybody, basically telling you a whole story for money. Like, if you're going to give somebody money in the street, give it to somebody who just is like, listen, I'm broke. Listen, I spend all my money on drugs. I need money for food. Like, somebody who just straight up with you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to help them, help them. But, like, not these stories. Like, I would never give somebody a whole 5-hour story when I'm asking for money. I need money. That's it. I'm not, yo. Those are my younger days. I was young. I was naive. I'm not going to say that. I probably would fall for it today, honestly. If I'm being honest and if I'm being real. But that was just something that was just so, like, ridiculous. Like, it's a story time / warning. And I'm pretty sure since he did it to me, he did it to one of my friends in another random situation. He's probably still doing it. So I'm saying that just to say that. But anyway, that's basically it for the story. It's the end of the story. It was just something hilarious that happened to me that I definitely wanted to share, because now I laugh about it all the time. Like, this guy really, like, scammed me out of my money. But, like, nothing really that serious. But, yeah. So if you like this video, be sure to thumbs up and comment below what you think. And also, I will see you guys in my next video. And remember, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.